Well, in case you needed it, Tuesday was more proof that the Democrats have absolutely no intention of working with President Trump on a border wall or reopening the government. Hey, everybody, I'm Chad Hasty, host of the Chad Hasty Show, which airs weekday mornings, 8:30 to 11 a.m. Central Time on News Talk 95.1 FM and 790 a.m. KFYO. The headline from Fox News: Democrats boycott White House border security meeting. Congressional Democrats on Tuesday rejected President Trump's invitation to a lunch meeting at the White House to talk about border security. It's the latest sign, according to Fox News, that both sides of the government shutdown standoff remain entrenched in their positions with no compromise in sight. A senior administration official told Fox News the president had invited Democrats to join his lunch with members of Congress in the Roosevelt Room shortly after noon. But moments before the session, White House Press Secretary Sarah Sanders said in a statement that nobody took them up on the offer. Quote, the president has a proposal on the table that includes additional technology at ports of entry, allows minors from Central America to seek asylum in their home country, and physical barriers between ports of entry made of steel instead of concrete, she said. Today, the president offered both Democrats and Republicans a chance to meet for lunch at the White House. Unfortunately, no Democrats will attend. The president looks forward to having a working lunch with House Republicans to solve border crisis and reopen the government. Sarah Sanders finished by saying, quote, it's time for Democrats to come to the table and make a deal. Now, I had U.S. Senator John Cornyn on my radio show on Tuesday, and he also said that Democrats just don't seem interested in sitting down and negotiating with President Trump. Folks, this is what the news media, by and large, is not covering. They're blaming President Trump up and down your news networks for this government shutdown. But what they refuse to really report on is the fact that Nancy Pelosi and Chuck Schumer and Democrats refuse to meet with President Trump. They refuse to even sit down with the president and try to negotiate on this government shutdown. They refuse to sit down with the president. They refuse to do anything. They are in full resistance mode to President Trump and to a border wall. Now, even if you oppose a border wall, surely you can agree that both sides should sit down and talk to each other about border security. It's something the Democrats are refusing to do. They're putting on a show for the news media, and they want you, the American people, to buy into the fact that it's all Donald Trump's fault that the government is not reopened, or at least a part of the government is not reopened. Let's remember this is only a partial government shutdown. Go back on my YouTube channel or on this YouTube channel and listen to the words of Senator John Cornyn. Senator Cornyn says President Trump is willing and ready to negotiate when it comes to the border wall, but it's Democrats that are holding up this entire thing. They should be ashamed of themselves, and the news media should be ashamed of themselves for not fully covering the story and telling the truth to the American people. Tune in to the Chad Hasty Show weekday mornings, 8:30 to 11 a.m. Central Time on News Talk 95.1 FM and 790 a.m. KFYO.